Yes, guys, welcome back to another video on the Chelsea SC Today channel. And today we have a very special guest on the show, WorldWideChels. He's almost at 20K subs on YouTube, and I will leave all his socials and his links down in the description below. Make sure to subscribe to his channel. He gives great Chelsea content daily. And also make sure to give this channel a subscribe, like the video, leave a comment with your score prediction of what you think Chelsea versus Man City will be. And without further ado, let's get started into the video. So, Sadik, going into this Champions League final, massive game. Obviously, it's been a long time that we've had a game with this sort of. We've. It's been a long time since we've had a game this big since
Yeah,
that 2012 final. So, what are your sort of thoughts going into this game?
yeah. A lot of people are not as confident as me. I'm a bit confident for this game. I know people are worried because of the Arsenal loss and Leicester loss, but we've beaten City twice. I feel like we've got a psychological advantage. I do think Tuchel can do it for the third time, and it's all going to be down to tactics. I think it's not going to be an open game, but if there's an early goal from either side, then we might see a lot more goals. So I expect it to be a tight 2-1, but
Mhm.
I'm sure we'll get into the preview.
Yeah. So, let's get cracking into our predicted lineups for the game. So, what formation do you think? 3-5-2, 3-4-3? Which one?
3-4-3, definitely
4-3,
3-4-3.
yeah. All right. So, at in goal, who do we have?
Kepa.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. But yeah, on a realistic note, we're
Yeah,
definitely
Mendy,
putting Mendy in there. And then
Mendy.
at the back, this is a sort of an interesting one because that right center back, a lot of
Yeah.
people are discussing whether it should be Aspie or Reece James at that right center back. So, who is your back three? Who would you go?
Um, Realistically, I'd want Reece James on the right wing back, but I know Thomas Tuchel was probably going to play Reece James right centre back and then Aspi right wing back, unfortunately, because of experience and captain, of course.
Yeah, same. I would want him at the right wing back. I just think his offensive presence is much better, I would say, than
Yeah.
Aspie's. All right, so at the right wing back we have Reece James, right center back we have Aspie, and in the middle center back we're going Thiago Silva, right?
Yeah, the centre backs have to be Thiago Silva and
And
Rudiger without a doubt.
yeah, and left wing back. Any shouts for Alonso? Maybe
Emerson,
Emerson as well. Yeah, last game for Chelsea, maybe.
that has to be Chilwell, definitely.
Yeah. Okay, and now we'll go into the pivot. This one's also a bit interesting because
Yeah,
there's many ways we could sort of line up, and recent performances really haven't been the best by our midfield, especially since N'Golo Kante's been out, and he's a huge
yeah,
presence in our midfield. So, who do
yeah.
you think should be our pivot in the midfield?
It's tough. I mean, I want to see Kovacic and Kante, but I just know as a pivot and them two playing together, it's not really as strong. And to play against City is a bit of a danger. So it's probably going to have to be Jorginho and Kante, but Jorginho has been below par in recent games, so we'll need a big step up from him if he is to start.
Yeah, same. I think Jorginho should play this one. I think if you saw in that last game against Villa, this it's not usual from Kovacic that he gets pressed and he gets roused off the ball, but there's that one instance where Jorginho passed him and he was just too slow to get it out of his feet, and
Yeah,
Villa almost scored on that play. But with Jorginho as well, I I think this summer I think we definitely need a quicker midfielder and one who has like a great package on all ends. Because I think Jorginho's offensive package is basically it's just pens. Like I haven't seen him take any shots this season. I think he's just there to sort of control the tempo of the game, make sure everything's calm and be composed. So yeah, this game I would definitely go Jorginho Conte because Kovacic hasn't looked the best. He's been a bit rusty since coming back
yeah,
from that injury. And now we'll move on to the front three. This is also a very
difficult.
difficult one because we have so many players some who are good in these big games, some who are not, and they're very sometimes I would say on and off. Some games they play really good, then they go into bad form, then again they spark up, and yeah. So who would you say is your front three?
Yeah, I had a bit of a heated debate on this earlier, but I'm sticking with it. I think Havertz up top, Timo Werner left for the pace and counter, and Mason Mount plays every single game, so he's gonna have to go on the right.
Yeah, and there were actually a couple shouts for Ziyech. What do you think? Do you think why do you feel that he shouldn't be in the front three?
Recent performances, just like Jorginho, just hasn't been good enough. He looked a bit lazy
Yeah,
in the finals as well, and but I do understand the arguments for it. You know, he scored twice against City. He does play in the big games, especially in European games. He gets a lot more space. Obviously, City is from England, so it's not much of a big difference. But I see the arguments to why Hakim Ziyech could start, and it would help players like Timo Werner, you know, try to get a few more chances for themselves rather than assisting everyone else.
yeah, and also I wanted to bring another name, Christian Pulisic. We know that he 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 does good most of the time in these big games. We saw against Man City last season in that top four race where he scored off that Man City mistake. This season, obviously against Madrid, he scored the opening goal of the tie. Do you think any shots for him?
I'm probably the last person to ask about Pulisic. I don't think he should be starting this game personally.
Yeah,
He's let me down in recent games. I think he tries too hard. I think that's
yeah,
what it is. I don't think it's a confidence issue. I just feel like he stepped up in the big games, like he said, Man City, the Madrids, and stuff like that. But it's just not been
yeah,
consistent. No one's been consistent really. But I just prefer to see players like Havertz, who I feel we need a presence up there. Werner, who brings the best out of everyone else if he's not doing too well. And Mount, you know, he's versatile. He goes to different positions, so they all bring something to the game. Put in someone that can take on players very confidently, try and make something happen. But is this the type of game that we want to risk? That's the question.
So this is a hypothetical question, but let's say it's equal in like the 60th minute, and
Yeah,
we're about to bring a sub on. Do you bring Pulisic and Ziyech on?
100%, 100% off the bench, big impact, pace, taking on players, putting them under pressure, trying to get something to happen. He's your man.
So who would you take off then? Would it be Havertz? Because I think Werner might. Werner's gonna thrive in this game. I feel because City play that high line. So would you take
Exactly.
Havertz out?
Um, it's a question. Uh, could be even could be even Hakim Ziyech if he was to start, or maybe yeah, it probably would have to be Havertz, I think, because the team runner has to stay on. He just
Yeah,
bring. I don't know what it is. Like he's missed a lot of chances, but he's brought the best out of everyone else. He makes
yeah,
things happen for everyone. He takes the defenders away and he opens up the space for everyone. So it's tough to take off Werner, and I don't think he's gonna come off. So I think yeah, probably either Havertz or I don't think Mount will ever come off if he was the player as well. So if
yeah.
Ziyech is playing or Havertz probably.
Yeah, okay. And that's our predicted lineup, guys. To sum it off, in goal we have Mendy. In the back line we have Rudiger, Thiago Silva, and Ashby, or Reece James, sorry. At the right wing back we have Ashby. At left wing back we have Chilwell. In the double pivot in midfield we have Jorginho and Conte. And up front we have Timo Werner, Kai Havertz, and Mason Mount. And to wrap off this episode, we will ask for your score predictions. What do you think, Sadiq? Score
3-0
predictions.
City.
3-0 City.
No, I'm joking, I'm joking. Come on, I got to always put
2-1.
some banter comment. 2-1, man, Chelsea. Definitely
Who
2-1.
do you think scores? Do you think Mount?
If Mount scores, we're not going to hear the end of it, man. And I feel like he's a player that deserves it for sure. I'm hoping he scores, and I'm hoping Timo Werner scores, man. I really want Timo Werner to get that goal for Chelsea and get a lot more confidence and get the fans behind him, the ones that don't support him.
Yeah, I swear, bro. VAR has another disaster class
No
in this.
offside, no offside, please.
No offside this game. And yeah, who do you think for City? De Bruyne?
Tough one. I don't know if Gundogan's fit. Is Gundogan fit? Do you know?
I don't know actually. I've seen some people on Twitter putting him in their predicted lineup, so I'm
Gundogan's
guessing.
always someone that likes playing against Chelsea, man. I feel like he'll get his goal.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'll go with the. I don't know my end score prediction to be honest. I'm gonna go 1-1, and it goes into pens, and I don't know what happens then.
Oh, everyone's saying that. Matt said it, Kazilla said it,
Yeah.
you said it, Ali said it. Why does everyone want
I don't
penalties?
know. It's just something about these finals, like Europa League. Obviously, we saw the game, the Man U game, and I just know. I think it's going to be really close, especially because of the tactical battle between Tuchel and Guardiola. And I just think I feel like no one's going to be able to get the better of each other. I think because we sort of lack that attacking presence, but then
Yeah,
at the same time, City. I mean, I don't know, but I feel like their attack hasn't been the best this year,
yeah,
especially because that they don't really have a proper number 9 because they have Gabriel Jesus, but
Jesus.
I don't think he's a City starting caliber player. So yeah,
Yeah,
I'll go with the 1-1. I think Mount might score or Havertz, and I
yeah,
think Werner will get the assist. And for City, I think either Gundogan or De Bruyne. And yeah,
yeah.
last question: if it does go in depends, you bringing on Willie Caballero or no?
Why Willie Cabrera? Why not Kepa?
Because Kepa's had two shootouts, right? I think it was Frankfurt, and then who was it after that? I don't
City,
remember,
big
but
City. Well, City might have been before cup final. No,
oh
yeah, cup final. City.
yeah, Frankfurt he was good, and City I guess you could put Kepa in, but I think
Like he couldn't save
Willie,
him.
but I think Caballero's also played for City, so he knows these players. I think so. Maybe he's like studying as well. You know where they shoot, where they usually tend to go. So I don't know. We'll see what happens if it does go in depends. But yes, guys, that is the end of the Chelsea Man City Champions League final preview. Massive thank you to Worldwide Chels for joining the show. It's been a long time that I've been wanting his content
Yeah,
daily. And yeah, make sure you go sub to him. I'll drop all his links down in the description below. Make sure you subscribe to Chelsea SC today. Like the video, comment your score prediction, and we'll see you next time.
take care. Thanks.